Welcome to Harry and Paul's Devious Dilemmas, our extra weekly show, where us two take on the task of fixing your life predicaments. I'm Harry Clark.
And I'm Paul Gorton. And yes, we're here to provide our questionable expertise and questionable solutions in this brand new show. Each week we'll take on two listeners' dilemmas, offer our advice, and then you'll have to decide if you're crazy enough to follow it.
We'll be your judges, jury, and hopefully your saviours. Determine just how devious you or your friends truly are. Whether we can actually save you, or if you're in a problem, not even we can fix.
From family to friendships, lovers, or even those awkward in between us, we want to hear your best, worst, and downright ugliest predicaments.
Welcome to
Devious Dilemmas!
Bang, bang. We go again.
This is great, isn't it?
Yeah, I love it.
Two
I
a
love
week.
giving advice. 2 a week.
2 a week. People
Yeah.
are so lucky.
I know.
And they get advice. So they get one episode where they'll be educated on crime. And then
One episode on how to rob a bank heist, then one episode on how to tell someone that you've robbed the bank and not feel guilty about it.
One episode where you go, my mate robbed a bank after listening to a podcast. Do I tell him? Do I tell the police?
Yeah, literally. No, don't.
Oh, I love that. Okay, let's dive into some dilemmas. What have you got for me this week?
Okay, so today I have a listener's dilemma, and
Okay.
it says, a few days ago, I was at my friend Liam's house for a small gathering with some mutual friends. While everyone was chatting, I went to use the bathroom, and that's when everything went sideways.
Oh, no.
Dum, dum, dum.
Not the bathroom.
While I was in there, I noticed his phone on the counter unlocked. I didn't mean to snoop.
You
But-
did.
Yeah, you literally did.
You literally
You
did.
didn't have to touch phone.
Yeah, yeah.
But the screen lit up, and I saw a message pop up from one of our mutual friends, Emily, who was also downstairs. At first, I thought nothing of it, but then as I began to read more, I noticed the message were very flirty and clearly indicated that Emily wanted to hang back after we had all left later. I don't think I was overthinking it, but I got the implication that something was going to happen between them. You're probably wondering why I care. Well, the thing is that Liam has a girlfriend, and she's a lovely girl. Admittedly, I don't know her that well, and she's not in our friendship circle, as Liam met her at work on a night out. I had to leave the chill day first, so I'm actually not sure if Emily did hang out or hang back with Liam longer, and I was too afraid to ask. I just felt so weird about the situation. We're all meeting up again soon, and I feel like it's going to be on my mind the whole time. If Liam is cheating on his girlfriend with Emily, where does my loyalty lie? Emily and Liam are both really good friends of mine. As I already said, I don't know Liam's girlfriend very well. So what do? Do I bring the messages up? Which also means I have to admit that I was snooping and risk them denying it and getting defensive and all that. Or do I keep my mouth shut and try to get rid of the feeling of guilt I have for Liam's girlfriend? I stumbled into this situation in the worst way possible. I hate myself for being so nosy. Oh,
You've got to be
Oh, my
careful.
diddly days, man.
If you go looking for trouble, you will find it.
Literally.
Oh my gosh. Do
I'm
know what-
actually like stunned.
Do you know what that
I
just
don't even
reminded
know
me
where
of?
to start.
Do you remember on the Traitors when Andrew, he couldn't not find out who the traitors were when we tried to recruit him. And as soon as he pulled his hood down, he was like, oh no, I wish that I didn't do it. That's this person now. I wish I didn't snoop. If you go looking for trouble, you will find it. Right, okay, so,
Maybe she weren't looking for trouble. Maybe she was looking for
I mean, if you'll go through your mates'
Liam's naked
private
photos, who knows?
messages. Oh yeah, trying to find his photos. Well, there's a big difference between the Photos app and the WhatsApp app, isn't there? She went straight for their messages.
Yeah, but why? What a random thing
Yeah,
to do.
what a random thing to do. So you've got to think about yourself for a second there.
Yeah, I'd maybe question yourself. Firstly, because I would never go on my friend's phone without asking.
No, if my mate's phone was over there, if your phone was there and you went to the toilet and it was unlocked, I mean, I'd probably open the camera app and, like, you know, put a silly picture on there, or like,
Yeah. I'd say it as a wallpaper.
yeah, but like, no, you want to go through your messages
Unless you fancy Liam.
unless you fancy Liam.
Yeah. Because I'd get it if I was in like a group, I was single, and then there was a girl I really fancied, and she had like, no, that's just weird.
No, it's weird.
I couldn't
No,
look
it's
through
weird.
someone's phone without them knowing,
No,
or like scouring their
no.
photos.
No,
Thinking about it now, that's just weird.
But then that'd be in your brain as well. Like, let's say you did that and then you really fancied the person. Let's say they did really fancy you. That would be the one thing that would make them not fancy you anymore.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I did fancy him, but he went through my phone
yeah.
and looked at all my messages. So part of my brain
But
goes...
then also, secondly, why has Liam left his phone upstairs in the toilet?
Yeah, I know. Well, he's probably pissed, isn't he? Are they at a party, did they say?
Yeah, like a gathering.
Yeah, so he's pissed. He's left his phone. My brain automatically goes like, don't snoop on your mates. Don't snoop on other people's phones because it is none of your business. It's none of her business, but now she knows.
Deary me, these dilemmas are getting harder and harder, isn't they?
Well, she's now made it her business. So now, like,
You've got to do something now.
you've made your bed. So now your friends are messaging each other quite flirty, and you know that he's got a girlfriend. Do you tell the girlfriend? My brain is going, you know stuff. I think you've got to maybe have a private conversation with Emily and say, like, I wouldn't tell Liam just yet because then you're telling someone I've snooped through your phone. Have you just had a bogey on your hand?
No.
What was that?
Well, I had proper scratchy earrings. And
Yeah.
They smell like quavers, man. Earrings are like the cheesiest things in the world. It's probably because I hadn't taken them out since the traitors.
Harry
but they
used to say this
stink.
on the traitors every day that he had quaver ears.
But you know what? Do you want to smell it?
No!
It's one of them things that
No!
you can't just rub it and not sniff.
No, I absolutely do not want to
Look,
smell
scratch and sniff,
your.
smell
No,
that.
honestly, if I
Smells
could
like
be,
quavers.
can we do this over Zoom next time? I'm trying to help Emily and Liam.
So am I. I just had an itchy ear. Sorry.
Oh,
Sorry, we're back. We're back.
I'm surprised Walkers didn't take that idea from you for the advert.
Scratch.
this is what our Chris smell like. Right.
I've thrown you up there, and I.
Fucking hell, talking about cheesy ears.
Yeah, mate,
You're
they
gross.
stink. Everyone who's got ear piercings will know exactly what I mean by it, and know exactly what I mean by you just have to sniff it. It's like one of them things where it's like the weirdest thing ever. Anna did it off Amazon.
What? She bought her own gun?
Yeah,
No.
I swear to God.
No, don't do that.
I had one done when I was really little because I used to have a massive Diamante H.
Did you?
in my ear, and a
A
massive,
H?
yeah, and a massive cross, like a massive diamond cross. And then she done like the other three.
You were like a proper Beckham kid, weren't you?
Yeah.
Like, was he like your idol?
No,
Was he not? No.
Chelsea fan.
Oh yeah, of course. So
Frank
you were-
Lampard.
But Lampard
John
didn't
Terry.
he didn't have the bling. Yeah, John Terry's the opposite of bling. John Terry with a J Diamante earring in.
Yeah.
Right, we digress. So let's kind of figure out where we are. You've snooped on your friend, okay, which is a bad thing to do. And now you've put yourself into a situation where you found out about another bad thing that you're only guessing at. They're having flirty messages, but it might only be flirty messages. And you now are thinking, do I tell the girlfriend? The girlfriend does not need to know at this stage.
No.
It's none of your business. You've got to
And
go
also,
and have
it shouldn't be your it shouldn't be your job to tell the girlfriend.
no.
Your mate Liam should tell him. Oh, tell her, sorry.
Yeah, you've gone and got yourself involved in something because maybe you want to be involved in something
Yeah.
because you're a snooper, which is devious, right? So you're devious at that point. Your mate Emily, you can probably pull her to one side. Don't tell her that you've snooped through the other fella's phone because she'll probably tell him. You've got to say, listen, I'm seeing you two are getting a little bit close. What's going on with you two? And maybe do some digging on that front.
Yeah.
But
I would never tell him you've gone through his phone.
no, don't tell him and don't tell Emily because if they are like sleeping together or whatever, or super close.
Just try to catch him in the act. Like, literally, like, if you've gone through his phone, then that is just dodgy. And then you shouldn't tell him that because they'll never trust you again. You're supposed to be friends. That's just weird. Like, you've got to go to the grave with that.
Yeah.
You can't, like, tell him that you've gone through his phone.
No, that's weird.
But then I would say if they then deny it, because, like, you know what I mean? They probably had a couple drinks. They're just being flirty.
Yeah,
Like,
fine.
it's like people flirt, like, have drinks and flirt.
Yeah, I think you're creating
And they're
drama.
really close friends as well, apparently. So,
You're creating the drama. Like
But I
some
would
people
ask
like
them-
doing that.
yeah, like Paul said, I reckon I would ask them if they denied any, like, acknowledgement. If you're all really close friends, they'll probably say, yeah, we just love the flirt,
Yeah,
cheeky
yeah,
kiss.
exactly right.
Like,
yeah.
we're just messing about
Cheeky kiss.
as kids.
Hand job.
No,
Just mates giving each other hand jobs. It's all right.
It's friends, isn't it? No, but they might just, you know what I mean? They might say, oh, it's harmless. It's like harmless flirting.
Yeah.
And then Liam might say, look, I've got my girlfriend from work that I love dearly, blah, 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 blah.
So like, yeah, it's so tricky. I can't think about Liam at this moment in time, or even Emily. Like, my brain is just going, why have you decided to snoop through someone's phone? This story, this dilemma for me is, why are you going through someone else's messages? My brain...
Well, she saw it pop up from Emily with flirty messages.
Right.
I don't think she actually went in. If she went into the phone, oh yeah, because it was unlocked, innit? So
unlocked.
She clicked the message.
So she must have opened it. It
And
can't
also,
be...
Liam's going to know, because I would know if someone's read a message off my phone and I didn't see it.
Yeah, because he's not left his phone... Yeah, because it'll say red, because he's not left his phone open on WhatsApp, on Emily's chat. So, like, you've looked, like, your thumb's gone a pressing. Like, that's way too much for me. So you're the most devious out of all of them for trying to create drama and searching for something. So have a chat with Emily, right, and just say, do you fancy him? Are you into him? Would you ever, like, maybe go through that type of thing? But from now on, moving forward, don't go snooping through other people's business, because that's naughty.
Yeah, because she says, as I began to read more, I noticed the messages were very flirty and indicated Emily wanted to hang back after we had all left later that night.
Yeah, what are you doing?
That is...
What are you doing? Stay.
No, I guess I get, look, intrusive thoughts in it. Like, if there was a phone unlocked, and one of my mates was getting, like, flirty messages from a girl, I'd be like, hold up, who's this? And then especially if it's in a group setting, because you don't know, like, you might want to see what's going on. Like, do you know what I mean? You just want to be nosy because you want to see what's going on between your friends. Like, no way Liam's getting with Emily, innit? We're all mates. He's got a girlfriend too. But then now she's done that, she's stuck herself right in it. And I think the best way to get out of this situation would be to speak to your two best friends and be like, I've seen you two flirting a little bit. Just make some bullshit up, really. Just be like, look, I forgot my phone once I left, and as I came back, I saw through the window you two were getting really close and snogging, like doing this and that.
Or like, if they are going to hang around, like, well, she shouldn't have addressed it, should she? She could have just like, because obviously, well, what must have happened then? Because that was a situation that happened. So did she hang back?
No. So she doesn't know.
Oh, she doesn't know.
So she left early and never knew whether Emily hung back or not.
So what's she playing at?
She didn't know how to ask. That's what she's asking advice from.
But in for a penny, in for a pound. If you're going to snoop, then do the time. Leave the party early. Go and jump in a bush.
Yeah, literally.
Get phones are great with Zoom at the moment. Zoom in 15 times so you could be over the road, and you have to just camp out all night and see what happens between them.
Yeah, literally. If you're going detective mode, and snooping through the phone, you might as well go full baby reindeer, innit?
Go full reindeer, full Sherlock. Okay, I want raincoats on. I want like hats on. I want to be zoomed in on your phone. I want heat maps. I want all sorts of stuff.
But then also, like, you don't know Liam's girlfriend, innit? And I know girls and boys have this loyalty thing, but I think that's all a load of bollocks anyway. Like, if he's doing what he wants to do, let him do what he wants to do. He's supposed to be your best friend.
Yeah.
If he's that of a bad person, you can tell him that.
Yeah.
But you're still his friend.
Yeah.
You can just warn him and be like, oh, what, you're being a knob. Like, you shouldn't be cheating on your girlfriend.
Yeah.
If they do admit to it. And then he can then do with that information whatever he wants, but it's not your problem.
It's not your problem. You've made it your business. Do you know in David Attenborough shows, like when there's like a deer and a lion and they're not allowed to intervene because they've got to let nature run its course? This is what this person's got to do. You've got to let nature run its course. Like,
literally.
Take yourself back out of it.
I think you're deep in it way too much, basically.
Yeah, because you want to be.
Learn a lesson. Do not just go through your mate's stuff, because that is very weird.
That's like intrusive. Like, that's like, you know, that's
But
naughty.
I mean, we're not having a go at you. We appreciate your dilemma.
I'm having a go at you.
Yeah, I think you're the most devious one here, because
Out of the three of us.
I would be freaked out if I found Paul in the bathroom on my phone.
Yeah.
I'd be like, that weirdo.
Yeah.
Like, then
That's
I'll
tough.
just never talk to you again.
Well, think about it this way. So we've got Nikki and Charlie that work on the podcast. So let's say you've gone to the toilet and you've seen on Charlie's phone that a message, like his phone's open and like Nikki sent him a message and it's like a love heart emoji or it's an aubergine. Yeah, right. It's the aubergine. It's the eggplant.
They don't know what's going on.
The aubergine.
I wouldn't even need to open the rest to know what's going on. If
but
there
let's
was
say
an
you've
aubergine.
seen that. Would you then go, oh, I'm going to pick his phone up and I'm going to go through and read all the messages between the two of them?
Nah. I'd probably just pick it up and then send a selfie of me on the toilet.
Well, exactly. Like you wouldn't, like even if someone's phone was open, I wouldn't look.
I wouldn't even notice it, to be honest.
Because I don't want to know.
Nah.
Because I don't want to be complicit. I don't want to bring myself in there.
I think it's the same in relationships as well. Like, I don't know if you're the same in relationships, but I have this in my own relationship. Like, we're very much the couple, and don't get me wrong, I've changed a lot being with Anna.
Yeah.
And it was like, that was one of the biggest things. We never go for each other's phone. Because that's your own, like, private sort of safe.
Well, we're also...
Do you know what I mean? Like, and you also got kid and stuff.
We're
so
12 years in.
But we're like 23, and like, it's so rare.
It's a bit different for you guys.
Yeah, it's so rare, because like, she never goes on my Instagram, I never go on hers. Because, but then also, if you don't trust each other, what's the point in having a relationship without trust?
Yeah, exactly.
So
right.
like, the last thing I need to do, and also if you're going through your girlfriend's phone or something like that, your friend's phone, you're going on to find something.
Yeah.
So you're going to make something out of nothing, which this situation literally is.
Yeah, exactly.
So I feel like you've got off on a bad foot. And I think that's relationship advice for anyone out there as well. Speaking from the heart right now, like you shouldn't have to feel like you need to go on your partner's phone to have, what's the word? Like to have, not confidence, but have that...
Comfort.
No, like where your security.
Oh, right.
You shouldn't need to go onto your partner's phone to have that security to know they're not up to something.
Yeah.
Because that shows so many like insecurities.
Well,
you are
insecure.
Don't get me wrong. I used to do it. I used to be like, Anna, I used to be so weird. Why would you not let me on your phone?
Yeah.
Then that's when I learned and I matured and I grew up, and it's like, actually now I understand.
Yeah.
Because that's your life. You should be able to have your private life where you talk to your mates about anything.
Yeah.
You like, she can bitch and moan about me to her friends.
Yeah.
I don't care. That's what friends are for, isn't it? But then they don't love each other any less.
Yeah, like I wouldn't want to see any of Kate's messages at all to anyone.
Nah, neither.
Like, you know, like that's her life, that's her private life. Same with mine, really. But then if Kate said, let me go run through every single DM you've ever had, I'd go, here you go.
Yeah, same.
It's just people asking to see my feet.
Yeah, or like if you, literally, or me starting OnlyFans for some reason. Trust me, like you'd be charging me and suing me to look at my OnlyFans.
Yeah, no one wants to see Harry's feet on OnlyFans.
Or my third bollock.
Right, so let's sum this one up. You're in big trouble for snooping.
Yeah.
Stay out of it. If, in my opinion, maybe just stay out of all of it.
Yeah.
And just take it to the grave and never.
I would say, in my opinion, just talk to your mates and be like, are you up to something? You two. Don't even mention the phone, because again, that's weird. They'll probably kick you out of the friendship group.
Yeah.
Just mention the fact that you feel like them two get flirty together while having a drink.
Yeah.
And then, oh, Liam, don't you have a girlfriend? See how they react. If they deny it and you really want to be this detective, then try catch them in the act next time.
Oh,
set up a phone or just try it. But again, it's kind of weird.
Yeah.
Because you have no loyalties to Liam's girlfriend. He can do what he wants to do. He can dig himself that hole.
Yeah.
And if you want to be that friend, just say to him, look, I know you flirt with Emily, but don't you have a girlfriend? And then see how he reacts. He can do what he wants. It's like his life, innit?
Yeah.
You're a weirdo for snooping through the phone.
You're a weirdo for snooping through the phone. You're the most devious out of all three of them. And if it is the fella and he is kind of doing that, then that's great advice. Like in a public forum, you can say, "Oh, you two are a bit flirty. I hope your missus doesn't find out."
Yeah, and then he'll question
and
it.
then leave that be.
Yeah,
it's been brought up. It will probably kind of ring bells in both of their brains that we're doing something wrong. Then you move on, but never ever tell anyone that you've snooped, and never ever do it again.
Literally. And we hope that advice gives you some sort of leadway. And also the advice about partners out there. Trust me, you don't need to be weirdos and go for each other's phone just like this person.
Yeah.
Trust and love, baby. That's what life's all about. And on that note, we'll lead to a break where after that, we'll be back with Paul's Dilemma. And I'm so excited for this one.
Can't wait. And we're back.
So, Paul, you've heard all about my dilemma with the Snoopy phone weirdo, should we call? I'm sorry. I'm not calling you a weirdo, but just don't snoop for a phone. I don't think either of us can get over that. But
no, we never
let's
will.
move on to the next dilemma anyway and see how yours stands up in a Devious Dilemma department.
Okay, let's get ready for this. I need some serious advice. I mean, the best 5 words to start any sentence. I need some serious advice. Last weekend, I went to a party and ran into Catherine, okay, who happens to be my best friend Willie's ex-girlfriend.
What name?
Okay.
Willie.
Big Willie. Here he is.
Big Willie. Or little, it's both fine.
Yeah. Yeah, both is fine. For anyone at home, any size is fine. Okay, it's the motion in the ocean. They broke up about 6 months ago, and it was a pretty rough breakup for Willie. Willie's been through a hard time. At a party, Catherine and I ended up talking for a long time. One thing led to another, and we ended up hooking up.
What?
Oh my days. It was completely unexpected, and now I'm feeling really guilty, so you should. Willie had no idea, and I don't know how he would react if he found out. On one hand, I feel like I betrayed my best friend, but on the other hand, I put it inside of her.
Wait.
No, it doesn't say that.
No, wait, so is this two women or?
No, so this is, I need someone to, it's a fella. Well, I don't know, actually, it doesn't say. So it's someone that went to a party and ran into Catherine. It was his best friend, Willie's ex-girlfriend. They went through a really, really bad breakup, but then this fella or person or girl, they hooked up. Willie doesn't have a clue, and he doesn't know how he would react if he found out. On one hand, he feels like he's betrayed his best friend, which he has, but on the other hand, I didn't do anything wrong technically since they're not together anymore.
That is a red flag, brother.
And Catherine is really, really good looking.
That is a red flag, brother.
Catherine and I agreed to keep it between us, but I'm struggling with the guilt.
Good.
So you should. My God.
You should be curled up in a ball in the bathroom crying on the floor.
Mate, if anyone says, I didn't do anything wrong, technically, that means you did.
Yeah, you
100% did something wrong.
Yeah, literally.
Oh my God. So you've slept with your best friend's ex-missus, and they've broke up within 6 months.
And look, the thing is, God. If it was an easy breakup, then I'd understand. But it was the roughest breakup for your mate, who's probably been crying to you about everything.
Oh my God.
Look, I'm going to say it straight up and straight out right now. If Brown ever went near my ex, he just wouldn't. He wouldn't, and I know he wouldn't.
Let's say you broke up with Anna, and you would take that like a freight train to the chest.
Yeah.
Which is true story. At 4 months' time, 5 months' time, Brown goes and sleeps with her.
Mate.
Do
you know? I'm ready to scrap right now. Do you know what I mean?
Honestly.
I'm ready to scrap.
Yeah, Oh, he's...
No way.
He's
Jose.
in big trouble. He's in big trouble.
Big trouble. No, but that's the thing. He wouldn't even think of that. And I know he wouldn't have.
No.
Like, I literally know it.
No.
I know it. I know it deep in my heart. So my closest people to me, my best friends, if I've got a problem with someone, you naturally just take on that problem too.
Yeah.
And it's not even like you have to have a problem. Like, I wouldn't say I have a problem. Say, if me and Anna broke up, I wouldn't have a problem with her, but I would hate her. So would my friends.
Oh my God. Yeah, well, you don't only break up with her. Everyone breaks up with her.
Yeah. You lose... and that's something you have to come to terms with. When you break up in a relationship, you lose a lot more relationships around that revolving relationship. But that's what it is. It's like that person passes away in your life, you just got to move on.
I've never understood, even in the moment where, let's say I break up with Kate, like, I would never stay close friends with the friends that I made since Kate.
No way.
Like, I have to, like...
You can't.
Yeah, you're all gone. I have to break up with all of you.
Yeah.
Like, you have to do that. You have to have a clean break every time you do a break.
Yeah.
But my God, if you're like...
And I'm saying it as well from my point of view. If I was single and Brown broke up or you broke up with Kate...
Oh, my days.
I would hate that person more than you.
Oh.
Like, I would be like, 5 months down the line, I'd give them the dirtiest evils ever. Like, you weren't good enough for my pool. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Like...
He's better.
Why are you here? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
I know he's put a bit of weight on now.
Hasty, and I'm not saying you have to be a nasty person, but just no way, Jose, man.
There is a line. Like, I know there are many grey areas in relationships and friendships and all this type of stuff. Not with that.
Bro, both dilemmas you've brought to us, both of you are the most devious people I've ever heard or ever talked
you
about.
should go and get with the snooper.
Yeah.
And go and have a lovely little toxic relationship and go out to, Dubai and take selfies together. Don't know what that means.
Neither do I. what does a Dubai taking selfies after?
I don't know. I was trying to
quite
think.
a good life.
Well, I
innit?
think they're kind of like both really like shallow. Yeah. So why am I offending Dubai? Sorry
and you
about
literally,
that, Dubai.
you know, when you say it's technically not wrong, but you're too scared to tell Willie because you know how he react. That's how you know it's technically wrong.
Anyone that says
So
technically it's wrong, but she is really, really good looking. Like, do you know what that says to me? That you can't go and pull a girl on your own. So you need to try and lynch onto a relationship you've already got, a friendship you've already got, and then jump on that.
And do you know what's crazy as well?
Go
what
on.
I can't get over? This person said, and she's really good looking as well.
May.
That is crazy.
So
I had to get
what?
close to the mic from that because
Yeah,
I can't even believe that. I have to shut my eyes when you say that.
Harry
And
is
that's
so close to the mic. He's grabbing
You've
the
said
microphone.
his ex, not only have you slept with his ex, yeah, you've called her really good looking. That means you
Really,
fancy
really
your
good.
boy's ex,
So he's fancied her the whole time.
clearly.
The whole
So
time.
that means, yeah, while your best mate was with this girl, you're looking her up and down without knowing that like you would like a bit of that.
Mm-mm. I didn't think we'd find worse than Snooper McSnoopy, and now they've done it.
Like, do you know what I'm trying to say? Like,
I
you
think
need
that's
to
the worst
question
thing you
yourself.
can do, you know. The only thing worse than that is if he slept with her when they were together.
And you know what's crazy is you've asked the question, how do we even help you, yeah? Should I tell Willie about what happened and risk our friendship, or should I keep quiet and hope it never comes out?
Mate.
Do you know what? I'm hoping this ain't you, Willie, yeah? But the best advice I can give is you're going to have to live with that guilt till you die, bro. If
Yeah.
you want to be friends with Willie, I know for a fact I'd never forgive any of my mates doing that.
You should never forgive yourself.
No, I forgive. You know what? I'm one of them people that I forgive, but I never forget.
Yeah,
So like
yeah,
our
yeah,
relationship
yeah,
would
yeah.
never be the same after. I'd be like, all right, weirdo. And then I would never be like close with you anymore.
I
I'd see
couldn't
you
do
out,
it.
be like, all right, mate, nah, that's it.
I wouldn't even say hello. You would fucking cease to exist in my brain if anyone did that. That's like the lowest thing you can do. Because like lads and girls, like, or anyone, like when you break up, that is when you're at your most vulnerable. Like mentally, you need the most amount of support. You are the most weak. And like life doesn't stop. So if you go through a bad breakup or you're going through a really tough time, you still have to work, you still have to pay the bills, you still have all life stresses. So imagine adding the worst thing that can happen to that person at that point. It breaks my heart that this guy said, and I know he went through a really bad breakup. It's like, fucking
You are
hell.
mad. If you're listening right now, you are mad.
You are mad.
Like, we'll actually come and off mic, we'll have a chat and I'll just make sure you're okay because you've said she's really good looking. How much of a rough time it was for Willie. So you're telling me, yeah, you were there for your mate at this time of need, but everything you're basically telling him and being there shoulder to cry on is a load of shite anyway because you've gone and slept with the person that he's crying to you over. That's the ultimate betrayal in my eyes.
You've got to, and the problem is as well, he can't even like break up with Willie. He can't even be like, oh, I'm not going to be his mate anymore because I feel so guilty. Because then Willie would have lost his missus and his best mate. So what have you done? So put it in a
but
box.
I bet Willie would be okay if he found out what they had done to him.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah,
Well,
I would
he'll
be
be
like, if that was you,
hurt,
I'd be like,
man.
cool. You've made your bed, now go lie in it. The two of you can have each other.
Yeah, they need to do it in a way that kind of like makes him go, oh, well, they were obviously, they meant nothing to me anyway, so I feel better for it.
But then again,
You
like
never
we've
know.
said, these are our advice and we're very different people to who Willie might be. Willie might be the calmest, most chilled out guy ever who loves life. So who knows? You know Willie, and if you sit him down and talk to him, he might genuinely not care. But to go through a rough breakup, I feel like he's defo going to care.
Mate, I think...
Because there is people out there that would be like, I don't care, it's not my girlfriend anymore. You know what I mean?
But he's
That
had
would
a
rather than
hard
mates.
time. He knows that he's had his hard time. Because then people don't have hard times. Or they might have a bad few weeks. But 6 months later, then they kind of like... I've been with girls before. I've had like exes that like I know that other lads have then kind of like they've kind of hooked up afterwards, and I've not cared because it's not
Yeah,
like
but are they like your best friends?
yeah, but I was never in relationships with these people type of thing.
Oh yeah, that's
do you know what I mean? It's like, but if you know that someone's gone through a bad spell,
Yeah, but I'm saying like if you was with this girl for 6 years
Oh my god.
And then you break up with her, and then one of them lads hook up with her.
Oh my god. It's scandalous.
That's what I'm trying
I've
to
said
say.
it. I'm allowed to say it once per episode.
That's twice now, isn't it?
No, it was in the last step. So we're so disappointed in both of you.
Both of you.
We're disappointed in Snoopy McSnoopersons, and we're disappointed in the guy that goes and sleeps with his best friend's ex.
You've got Willie, and I'm going to call this guy Bumhole.
Yeah.
You're a bum.
You're a bum. You were disgusting. That's a bad thing what you did.
I literally don't even know what to say right now.
I'm glad. So it says he feels guilty. I'm glad that you feel guilty.
That's what I'm saying. You should keep quiet and hope it never comes out so you can feel that guilt for the rest of your life.
Of your days. Yeah. And I hope it gets a little bit worse for each day that passes.
And do you know what's worse? This geezer's probably going to go see the ex again.
Oh, mate. She's really good looking, and technically, I'm not doing anything wrong. You are, mate. Anyone that says technically, I didn't run her over, that type of thing. Deary me.
Well, I'm really lost for words, actually, at this dilemma episode, because we really appreciate the dilemmas, but the people who have sent these 2 dilemmas in, wow.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Cray,
this is sent in by 2 fans. But keep listening to the pod.
Yeah,
and give it 5 stars.
That's going to be a 1-star review. They did not want to hear what they wanted to hear in it. But again, it's our advice. You can take it. And if you don't want to take it, then that's fine with us. We're just trying to tell you how we see fit to your situations. And that is truly how we feel. And every time we do these devious dilemmas, it is always truly how we feel and how we would react. So we hope that helped. Anyway.
Don't listen to the pod again. Go listen to Off Menu. No, they won't even want you. None of the pods will want you. To summarise then, I mean,
firstly, don't snoop through people's phones.
We always say at the end, like, who's the most devious out of both of them? And, like, these 2 are, like, proper, devious. So, like, don't snoop through people's phones.
I reckon bum's worse.
Yeah, I do as well. I don't think there's a lot worse than you can do than that, other than, like, affairs. Affairs is, like, top level.
Yeah.
And then it's like getting with someone's ex, especially after they've just, not like years have passed. So like, what do I do with Willie? If you want to be a good friend and a good human being, then sit him down and say, listen, mate, nightmare. This has happened between me and your ex. I understand if you never want to speak to me again. And put that in Willie's court. And then it's down to him whether he actually wants to talk to you again.
Yeah, but this geezer wants to see her again. You can just tell by the way he's wrote it in.
Well, Big Willie, if you're listening as well, mate, you're better than both of these people. And you need to kind of make a call that we are broke up, right? The grass is always greener. Mm-hmm. There's 33 billion women on the planet, okay? This one person, there's loads of number ones that you can get. We were talking about this the other day, weren't we? If you think a woman is 1 in a million, then there's 33 of her in England alone. Mm. Go travel the world. Go broaden your horizons. There is someone out there for everyone. And that's the same for best mates as well. So like, don't think, oh, well, he's so good. He's not that good because he uses words like technically, and really, really. So who's the most devious out of the 2 of them? It's the second one, isn't it?
It's the
lad.
Second one. It's got to be
the second one. All right. Well, we're disappointed in both of you. But there's room for improvement, and like, be better human beings, and you will feel better for yourself, and it's better for the people that are around you. What an episode that is. Deary me, putting the world to right. Everyone, thank you so much for listening and joining us on this episode of Devious Dilemmas. And remember, we want to hear your thoughts on our listeners' dilemmas. I was just about to say, like, I'd love to hear people's thoughts on the advice that we've given back. Because no one could disagree with us on that. But if you do, let us know. DM us, comment on it. Just
let us know.
Share your feedback. Email us at harryandpaulpod@gmail.com, or let us know on @harryandpaulpod on Instagram.
Perfecto. Thanks as always, Paulinho, and we'll be back next week with Harry and Paul Are Devious, which will be out on the Tuesday. And for more of these Devious Dilemmas, little bonus episode will be out on the Friday, so see you then.
Well, I was going through your phone a minute ago, don't you?
Harry and Paul Are Devious is a Stack production and part of the Acast Creator Network.